You are listening to Larry Conners, USA.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth.
This is Larry Conners USA. Larry Conners USA.
I woke up this morning, got myself a gun. Mama always said I'd be the chosen one.
They don't want to protect your America. Yeah. They want to create an alternative America. It's an America of racial, deep inequality in an anti-white and, by the way, anti-Asian basis. It's an America in which transgender dominates Christianity and Judaism. It's an America in which they want to actually pass a bill to create a permanent machine, just like California, Chicago, and New York. And that's not... So when you and I talk about why would they do this for America, it's because they really want a radically different country. And they really, as I just proved with Dr. Seuss, they really despise America.
March 4th, 2021, the words of former GOP House Speaker Newt Gingrich, how the left truly despises America. You want proof? Look at this House Resolution 1. They really barely got passed through because it didn't go over as big as they were hoping it would, but they got it passed. It's an election reform, they call it. It's actually a way to ruin future election integrity. We spent a lot of time on it yesterday, but it bears, again, a focus today because what's hidden inside of it. And you want proof that they're not really trying to help America. They want to change it. Look at the COVID package. The COVID package, less than 10% of $1.9 trillion. $1.9 trillion, less than 10% actually references and deals with COVID relief. You want another example? I think the Dems are pushing fear of a threat warning in the Capitol. They want Capitol troops to stay there through the end of March, maybe. And right now, things are tightened down in the Capitol because there's apparently a viable threat, according to Department of Homeland Security, Capitol Police, and so forth. Now, why would I question DHS and Capitol Police say they're making up such a threat? Well, because in the past, I have suspicions about how these guys play the game. And now they're in charge. And they need to explain why they still need troops there and have the fences barricades up. So they've given me plenty of reason to question them. What about you? And then you have the Texas and Mississippi governors and other red state governors opening their states, dropping mask mandates. And Biden, the one who calls for unity, calls them Neanderthals. Neanderthals. My answer is it takes one to know one. And his term of Neanderthals certainly reminds us of Hillary when she called Trump supporters deplorables. Again, it takes one to know one. Also coming up in the next 2 hours, Dr. Rick Lehman, U.S. Center for Sports Medicine. The latest on COVID protocol for amateur sports. And there's a lot of concern about the vaccines and reactions. We want to get into that. And we also have the Texas University fight song, Under Attack. The Eyes of Texas. It's been under attack for some time. Why? Well, it was put to the lyrics, or put to the tune of, I've been working on the railroad. And the allegation is that must have been racist. And it is now. As is Dr. Seuss. And all those books being dropped. Let me share something I got from my boots-on-the-ground correspondent in Chicago, Andrew. He's had an epiphany on the Dr. Seuss controversy and everything else that's suddenly bad for our America. And he points out to me in his missive, calling me sir. That kind of caught my attention, Andrew. You call me sir. Just call me commander. I'll be happy with that. Anyway, he says, our law features a statute of limitations, which sets the maximum time after an event within which legal proceedings may be initiated. In general, if I commit a crime, there's a limited amount of time in which I may be tried. Here's a proposal. Why don't we start treating historical figures, writing, artifacts in a similar manner? If we as a society are going to judge or censor someone or something, we must do it within a definitive period of time. If Dr. Seuss is such a scourge on humanity, let society cancel him in a timely fashion. I think I agree with that, Andrew. We have a statute of limitations on every crime except murder. Well, not every crime, but certainly murder is one that's excluded. Would that solve all of this? Do you think the left would buy it? That's where we hit the roadblock. They're not going to buy it. Lock and load. Ready. On the right.
You can hear podcasts of this program at Larry Connors USA Facebook. Larry Connors USA Facebook.